You might not believe us, but yes, there was once a time when vampires were considered dangerous, scary creatures that brought fear into the hearts of many. But once Stephenie Meyer made them all sparkly, studly, and swoon-worthy, the creepy genre kinda got a makeover. Yes, there's been an onslaught of sexy bloodsuckers in pop culture over the last 6 years or so, but if you think about it, hot vampires have actually been around for quite some time, which leads us to why exactly we're here today. Right now, we are breaking down the 7 hottest vampires of all time. And yes, we are highly aware that some of your personal faves might not have made the cut, but you're just gonna have to suck it up. Get it? See, guys, I promise it's gonna be all fun here. So let's get to it. Taking the number 7 spot on our list is an oldie but a goodie. We've got Michael from The Lost Boys. Michael, played by Jason Patric, was more of a reluctant vampire, but he couldn't really help himself from becoming a creature of the night.
Look at your reflection in the mirror. You're creature of the night, Michael. Just like out of a comic book.
You gotta love those 80s special effects, right? And P.S., if you have not seen this movie, it's time to change that. Now on to a more modern vampire. For our number 6 pick, we've got Klaus from The Vampire Diaries. I mean, the originals. Klaus is your classic bad boy with a sensitive side, which pretty much every girl goes crazy for. I mean, sure, he did try to ruin the lives of countless people, but once you saw him with Caroline...
Good.
That all just melted away. Plus, he's a dad now, which, let's just face it, is the cutest thing ever. Okay, so the number 5 spot on our list might be a little bit controversial, but we're gonna go with Brad Pitt's character from Interview with a Vampire. Yes, we're aware Tom Cruise was also a very sexy, immortal, and scary vampire in the 1994 movie, but let's just be real here. There was no comparison to Brad Pitt during this era.
Have you said your goodbyes to the light?
So like we said, this was back when we were actually supposed to be afraid of vampires. We think they accomplished that quite nicely. All right, the vampire taking our number 4 spot on our list is another oldie, but yet again, a goodie. We've got Angel from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now, as you guys probably know, Angel is a vampire who ends up falling in love with a vampire slayer, which I know sounds dramatic and dangerous, but it's actually more romantic than it sounds.
You shouldn't have to touch me when I'm like this.
Oh. I didn't even notice.
It's like your classic fairy tale love story. Coming in at number 3 on our sexy vampire list is the sexiest vampire in all of Bon Temps, Mr. Eric Northman. Now yes, we are aware the hit show on HBO has a slew of sexy vampires, but let's just keep it real here. Eric is totally the hottest. First of all, he's the oldest vampire around, and second, he is super powerful, and third, there's that whole thing where he barely wears any clothes. Yeah, I think we'd let him bite our necks. All right, landing the number 2 spot on our countdown is the vampire who started the newest wave of sexy bloodsuckers. It's Edward Cullen from Twilight. Actually, to be clear, the Cullens aren't really bloodsuckers, they are vegetarians, but hey, that's neither here nor there. He's still immortal and has the animalistic reaction to blood, especially if it's Bella Swan's. right, so let's get this straight. Despite the fact that he feels a constant need to kill her, they still end up living happily ever after when he turns Bella into a vampire after their vampire baby nearly kills her. Man, oh man, if I had a nickel for every time that happened to one of my friends. All right, last but certainly not least on our countdown of sexy vampires, it is Damon Salvatore from the Vampire Diaries. We truly have no words to express the sexiness that is Damon, so we're just gonna let this do the talking.
And I'm not gonna let someone else's idea of destiny stop me from loving you or being with you or building a future with you, because you are my life.
I don't even have anything to say. That was almost too much for my little heart to handle. But boom, there you guys have it, the 7 hottest vampires of all time. So now the questions are, do you agree with our picks? Or is there someone you think we should have included that didn't make it? Share your thoughts in the comments section. And hey, while we're on the subject of vampires, click right over here to learn all about where the cast of Twilight is right now. Also, hit that subscribe button to always get the latest and greatest Clevver news updates. I'm Jocelyn Davis. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you later.